Nigeria rumpotompo. If I naku Nigeria rumpotompo. If I naku Nigeria rumpotompo. If I naku ndilo rumpotompo. Ebon, woto woto. Ebon, woto woto. Ebon, woto woto. Ebon, woto woto. Mbajo my freedom, I get bumaka. 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 Nigerian government is evil. It's evil. Nigerian government is a killer. Yes, it's killer. Nigerian government is a murderer. Sure, they are murderers. Monkey carry money, money. Python swallow money, money. What you no go hear? What you no go hear now? Everybody quiet, quiet. All the youths are quiet, quiet. Musicians are quiet, quiet. Nollywood are quiet, quiet. Biafra government take illegal. Biafra government take illegal. Simon take illegal. Akumba walobo, akum. Onyane kunweli foneme. Oba tobie. New dimension, yes. Multi-dimensional approach, yes sir. Ebon, yes sir. Ebon, woto woto. Ebon, woto woto. Ebon, woto woto. Mbajo my freedom, I get bumaka. 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 For many years you been killing us. Many years you been slaving us. For broad daylight you killed us. Fwaba, Obigo, Okuama, Fabakeleke, Mbo, Enugu, Ehamufuna. Thank you my mama, thank you my papa, thank you my civilization. For Bayesa, you don't kill us. Rivers of Baya, yes. You can't kill us again and go free. At this time, I need what you need to watch. Equal people have attacked us. Reference spirit, Ekunigo. You the pushers. You go push you. You go fight us. You go fight you. At the end of Biafra got to lay down. Ebon, woto woto. Ebon, woto woto. Ebon, woto woto. Mbajo my freedom, I get bumaka. 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 Nigeria government, let Biafra go. Biafra never go. Biafra never go. One day Biafra to go down. Biafra to go down. If you love Biafra, or you be a Biafra, raise your hand in the air. The let you go to Biafra. If on them, yes. Anya never go. Biafra never go. Biafra to go down. Anwa chabago. Biafra dabago. Biafra nabago. Anwa chago. Biafra to go down.
Fight against Nigeria is with everything in us. Everything. And that's why we're defeating them. And those of you who do not want to be part of Biafra, pack your bag and leave Biafra land. I'm telling you, it is not going to be very conducive for you. Those of you who have been sabotaging Biafra, from the time immemorial, it will not be very, very conducive. Pack your bag and go. I am telling you the fact. The people of Biafra has risen up and nothing will stop them.
Our focus as a government is to make sure that we secure our land, make sure that our military, our army, our resistance fighters are funded, make sure that we provide them with enough sophisticated weapon, enough material to protect our women and our children. The thing as a government, what we are doing is to make sure that our people are not getting killed like other people in Nigeria are getting killed. It is the responsibility of this Biafra government. And that responsibility we are going to take till the day of the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra.
Let me tell you, we have just started. We will burn Nigeria down. To protect our people, protect our land, we will burn them down. Yes. And after that, therefore we come. I want you to understand that if you want peace, you prepare for war. Yes. What I've seen for the past 2 years is nothing to write home about. It's not anywhere in the media. Our people are being butchered, dead, chopped off by the people who are supposed to be protecting those people. The people they call governors in the southeast part of Biafra has become the tools.
Himself obeys the sit at home on Monday, and then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home, and government shut down on Mondays. It means the real governor of Southeast is Simon Ekpa, ruling the Southeast from Finland.
Biafrans must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by
one. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the so-called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court, they cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the so-called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court, they cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested. Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime?
We are Biafrans. We can never be Nigerians. Ever Biafran, never Nigerian. Oh Biafra, our own land. Oh Biafra, our own land. We are Biafrans. We can never be Nigerians. Ever Biafran, never Nigerian. Oh Biafra, our own land. Oh Biafra, our own land. We are Biafrans. We can never be Nigerians. Ever Biafran, never Nigerian. Oh Biafra, our own land. Oh Biafra, our own land. We are Biafrans. We can never be Nigerians. Ever Biafran, never Nigerian. Oh Biafra, our own land. Oh Biafra, our own land. We are Biafrans. We can never be Nigerians. Ever Biafran, never Nigerian. Oh Biafra, our own land. Oh Biafra, our own land. We are Biafrans. We can never be Nigerians. Ever Biafran. We are Biafrans. We can never, never be Nigerians. Ever Biafran, never Nigerian. Oh Biafra, our own land. Oh Biafra, our own land. We are Biafrans. We can never, never be Nigerians. Ever Biafran, never Nigerian. Oh Biafra, our own land. Oh Biafra, our own land. We are Biafrans. We can never, never be Nigerians. Ever Biafran, never Nigerian. Oh Biafra, our own land. Oh Biafra, our own land. We are Biafrans. We
Plenty greetings to all Biafrans all over the globe who have joined this very emergency program and who will listen later on and who will as well tell other people about today and the season and time where the Prime Minister of Biafra happened to be Simon Ekpa Njoku, the man that has become the end to one Nigeria. I thank you all for listening and joining us. Greetings to my fellow BRGIA cabinet members and to my Prime Minister and to my Supreme Leader and to my Eternal Leader and to our former President of Biafra and all the heroes and heroines that have fought the part of Biafra, those that are still alive and those that are no more, and those that will emerge. Yes, those that will emerge because more soldiers of Biafra will emerge because fighting existential enemies or terrorists that has existed for centuries is not a thing that you hope you finish it in a day. What is happening in Israel today is not something that happened in 2023. It is a long-term, planned ahead terrorist incubation that has been on for years. They got incubated and then they now form a circle and then they spread, they formed the allegiances and then it went round. It took them time to be able to plan the 7 October 2023 massacre, which was a time to turn around the events of time. So they did not plan it in a day and execute it in a day. They planned it within a long time frame, like 40 to 30 years, 50 years, 60 years, where you have to take time to build the bunkers and harbor all the weapons, set up people that will be working in the laboratory to combine chemicals that will bring out detonating bombs, train many people in electrical electronics, train many people in bomb construction, and every other thing that is needed to be able to work as a team. So Israel had this enemy long time before now, and they knew them as existential enemies that will not end today. So as you grow up as an Israelite, you come to become part and parcel of the readiness of being a soldier and facing the terrorists that will arise against your people tomorrow, because you already know that you have become an endangered species to them. So any of your remnants or future generations that are coming up, they should be ready to toe that path of resilient and willing and ready to fight, because they have existential enemies or terrorists that have been after them for years. So that is why I say the heroes past, the heroes that are fighting on, the heroes that will come. Kudos to all of you. To all of you that are serving in different perspectives in the Biafran government, you are also a hero. Yes, you are a hero, because if you're not a hero, you will not do what you're doing today. Your names will be written off tomorrow. And all of you that are serving in the media, those in the defense, those in the homeland, de facto, every quota that you are doing, you are a hero. Yes, because history will speak of your own heroism tomorrow. History will speak of all that you are doing today in the nearest future. So there is a question that many have come up with. The fundraising that we do, the Biafran government fundraising that we do, is it paying off? Or is the Biafran government using it for the cause which it is stipulated? When you sit down at times, because of your busy schedules, you don't have time to come and sit down and be asking yourself some minor questions that does not really matter to you, but it beats the minds of other people out there. So at times, there should be a sober reflection moment. There should be this time for quantitative reasonings, whereby you look at some things that people are not paying attention to, which actually is making a great difference. Yes, it is changing the narrative. It is actually saving the lives of over 180 million people. The existence of the Biafra Liberation Army, the existence of the Biafran government under the leadership of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, the same man that they want to kill, has become a hope and a light to over 180 million people in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Take, for example, that when Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, was kidnapped, yes, our supreme leader was kidnapped, and then we had nobody to take charge of this very movement of Biafra. Just ask yourself a simple question. What would have been the fate of Biafrans? What would have been the fate of Biafrans without the emergence of the Prime Minister? Without the emergence of this Biafra Liberation Army? You know, when Dr. Mailafia was talking, he told you guys that the terrorists that wants to take over one Nigeria, that they have rounded up. These are the plans they have for 2021. These are the plans they have for 2022. These are the plans they have for 2023. And then those who are the power that be, on hearing that Dr. Mailafia has revealed the plans ahead of their 3 years, they decided to buy him, and then they buy him because there was nobody to stand in for him or to even stand up to support whatever he said. Now, our supreme leader was kidnapped. As our supreme leader was kidnapped, there was no other thing that should save Biafrans without the prime minister. And our supreme leader was not just kidnapped because he was talking Biafra, Biafra. He has been talking Biafra since. They will not kidnap him. But anytime that you have done something very, very serious that breaks the camel's back, that is when Zoo Nigeria will look for your closest friend to become your worst enemy so that they can use that your closest friend to track you down and kill you. What is that thing that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did, which they decided to come after him? All the way to planning it from people in America. Okay, sorry for the technical issues. Sorry for the technical issues. Sorry for the technical issues. Just want to be sure we are back connected. Okay, sorry for the. All right. Sorry for the technical issues. So I was talking about what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did differently that made one Nigeria to kidnapping, seeing that many others have spoken and done a lot about Biafra, but they did not do this very one which he did. So this one that he did is the one that made Mazen and one Nigeria say, hey, if we allow this man, he will destroy show for us. Because Dr. Lavia already told what he got from the intels of the terrorists. Then what is that which our supreme leader did, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? What he did was, after knowing and seeing the handwriting on the wall, from what God had shown him and from what he had preached ever, that the Fulani terrorists are drawing near, that they are here, that they will soon strike. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw that if he doesn't do something drastically, that we will be the face casualties of these terrorists, he unveiled ESN. The ESN was to curtail the menace of these terrorists. That is what the zoo saw, that with the ESN that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unveiled, that he has already started raising men that will become the army of Biafra to stand against the Islamic jihadist terrorist conquest of the north. They preempted and understood the meaning of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu raising an army that is coming to be in future. They understood that the Islamic jihadist conquest agenda of Woodman and Fodio, that they have a template, and that there had never been a set of people that will rise in anticipation and beforehand to raise an army that will come to oppose them. So they understood that, oh, we are in a very big trouble, a very big trouble. Mind you, they had by Dr. Lavia for leaking out the information and had no succor. So as they now saw that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has started raising ESN and has unveiled the ESN to start defending Biafra land, hey, they understood that from ESN, that the ESN will become the army of Biafra. They understood that from the ESN that they will become the voluntary liberators, the voluntary defense of Biafra. They understood that they were in for a long battle. That is why they had to say, we have to do something. We have to do something. That if they sit down and fold their arms, that this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will destroy everything for us as early as possible. So when you sit down now and see that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was well planned and carried out, all because he set up ESN to defend ourselves, to defend our children, women, and everyone. That is the thing that broke the camel's back. Yes, that even today in court, they cannot even tell you that because he raised ESN to defend our people, that is the biggest crime for them. They can't even use that one today. Because they see and understand that when they start using it, that it will be another injury on their leg. Why are you concerned about somebody raising a security for his or herself when you are not giving the person security and you are coming to kill the person? They understand quite well that when issues are raised on this very area, that they will fail. Because questions will arise that will lead to something. Why are you concerned about the security that I form for my people to protect and defend my people? So You have your terrorists that are there in the far north who are coming to kill my people. And then I raise a security group that will now fight you. You are angry why I raise a security group. I should have allowed my people to be dying in your arms. Then they thought kidnapping Mazin Namdekano because he formed ESN in 2020 was the end of the show. But that was just the beginning. That was just the beginning, because that was when they now went and activated the message of Mazin Namdekano that talked about those that were born, those that were born for this freedom to come out. That was when the Nigerian terrorist government went and unveiled and brought out the demons in Biafran people. Today you see thousands, millions of Biafrans coming out from different parts of the world. The Prime Minister came after the kidnapping of Mazin Namdekano, brought back all the ESN, those ones that were ready and loyal to continue to defend motherland. Bring them all back together, even as the IPOB Nigeria had destroyed many of them and sold many of their weapons, and even sold them all together to the one Nigerian terrorist government, because they were never for freedom. Those that were able to stand their ground and then decided to continue to work for Biafra, Prime Minister brought all of them back together. And then procurement of firearms, we started from scratch, because everything that we had was sold out and handed over to Nigerian government by BOS, because their own was not for them to come for the freedom. Their own was for them to do business, go into political careers, achieve all that they need, and then come back and then be flying from America to Nigeria, South Africa to Nigeria, Switzerland to Nigeria, UK to Nigeria, Germany to Nigeria, Kenya to Nigeria, and do business with Biafran's money and donations that they make on daily basis. This way the DOS criminals handiwork, as in what was given to them to be doing, to frustrate MNK and then take him 250,000 miles backward, while he was even at 50 miles ahead. They will take him 250 backward. Then many people were killed because they say don't listen to Simon Ekpa, most especially from the defunct ESN, yes, that are in the hands of the terrorists. When you open your mouth and say Simon Ekpa, or you say you are listening to Simon Ekpa, or you heard what Simon Ekpa said on enterbiafrachannel.com, you are on the red list of China Sanwo-Olu and DOS to be eliminated. By many. Many that still stood their ground and survived till today, they now make part of the unveiling of this 23rd of October 2023 Biafra Helsinki Declaration in Finland. This army of God was unveiled. So, Mazin Namdekano was kidnapped because he formed ESN to defend motherland. Now, the Prime Minister has formed and transformed that ESN into an army of Biafra to now become the army of Biafra. Are you also going to kidnap Simon Ekpa? Imagine I'm kidnap him for a security network that was just to defend the people. Now, Simon Ekpa now has unveiled an army of Biafra, which is working for the total integrity of Biafra. It's Biafra army. Anywhere you go in Biafra land, they are there. So, have you made a proper arrangement to kidnap Simon Ekpa for unveiling an army for the Biafran people? Is a question. So, assuming the Biafra Defense Forces were not unveiled, assuming that Prime Minister Simon Ekpa did not stand his ground to see that he make himself a demon to be able to surmount one Nigeria. See, there's one thing some people need to understand. You have to become a demon to be able to destroy Nigeria. You have to turn into a beast to be able to destroy Nigeria. You have to turn into a wolf to be able to destroy Nigeria. When Martin Americano said, I need men that are still, men that are stronger, ever going back, not looking back, men that are willing to do anything just for Biafra to come. Men that are ready to sacrifice everything, anything, just for Biafra to come. That's why I said our Prime Minister had to become a demon to be able to destroy Nigeria. Our Prime Minister had to turn himself into a beast so that he can be able to destroy Nigeria. Because you don't need to fight one Nigeria, You need to be ready to become a beast for you to fight a baby beast. Yes. If you're not ready to crush without looking back, you cannot overcome Nigerian terrorist government. If you are not ready to close your eye and stand your ground and crush Nigerian terrorists, you cannot be able to overcome them. That is why you must become a beast. You must become a demon. You transform into your own demon, become a demon first before you can destroy the small demons that is made up of Nigeria. Because the forces that be are plenty. Yes. So you will need to be 100 times existing demons that are available in Nigeria, in the government, controlling Nigeria terrorist system. Not just in the Nigeria Soroko, not just in Lagos or Abuja or Kanu or in the Sultan of Sokoto or the Empire of Ilorin. No. International forces are colluding with the internal government officials to plague the existence of the children of Biafra. That is why many of you don't see road now. You're all blind and deaf, and as the be before, I say it still be.
responsibility of this Biafra government. And that responsibility we are going to take.
Fight against Nigeria is with everything in us. Everything. And that's why we're defeating them. And those of you who do not want to be part of Biafra, pack your bag and leave Biafra land. I'm telling you, it is not going to be very conducive for you. Those of you who have been sabotaging Biafra from the time immemorial, it will not be very, very conducive. Pack your bag and go. I am telling you the fact. The people of Biafra has risen up and nothing will stop them.
Our focus as a government is to make sure that we secure our land, make sure that our military, our army, our resistance fighters are funded, make sure that we provide them with enough sophisticated weapon, enough material to protect our women and our children. The thing as a government, what we are doing is to make sure that our people are not getting killed like other people in Nigeria are getting killed. It is the responsibility of this Biafra government. And that responsibility we are going to take till the day of the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra.
Let me tell you, we have just started. We will burn Nigeria down. To protect our people, protect our land, we will burn them down. Yes. And after that, therefore we come. I want you to understand that if you want peace, you prepare for war. Yes. What I've seen for the past 2 years is nothing to write home about. It is not anywhere in the media. Our people are being butchered, kept, chopped off by the people who are supposed to be protecting those people. The people they call governors in the southeast part of Biafra has become the tools.
This is the Biafra national anthem.
7 rows, 14 rows, 21 rows. I love to go. Man, beat.
right, left, 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 right.
The general. Biafra is here. As you can see, Biafra is here.
I didn't mean now.
Today being 28th of October, 2023, the Biafran Liberation Army, welcoming the Imo State General Commander, welcoming the Imo State General Commander, it's happening, live and direct. Today, being 28th of October, is our inauguration day. The day we are inaugurating the Biafran Liberation Army. Say men no day. Men day. Live and direct. Men day, live and direct. Biafran Liberation Army. Today being 28th of October. It's happening.
Papaya. After you, now you. Ah, the triple I am a dear. After you, now you. Ah, your wife are good to go now. If I the guy off, I'm okay. Look at the eye. Papando, the triple G. Tala, what do I let me lie? Copy you loud and clear. I for him over the cartel, huh? This is like I can't live work, huh? I see like I live work, huh? Papando, after you, now you. Hey, Papa, carry go, huh? Never go.
Makandum, aya. Abokola.
Welcome back. You see, without this army of Biafra, the situation report of Biafrans would have been worse reported, because in the entirety of the Nigerian Zoological Republic, it is only what happens to the Biafran people that are downplayed. If anyone happen in other places, they'll pick it up. But in Biafra land, that side is downplayed. So I stumbled into a post from this Kunle that was so curious about what we are doing. The Afonja that has been recruited. So in this very publication, Kunle cited many things. And I want the Biafran people to understand what Kunle cited here. Kunle cited in this his publication a lot of things that got my attention. So I'm going to capitalize on the goodness and mercy of this message. I'm not going to capitalize on who carries the message. It's an Afonja. There are times when Afonjas decides to make Simon Ekpa, the Biafran government, and the Biafran people a topic, you will see that God will make them to use their mouth and explain things better in a way that you did not understand before. So when you go through this very one that I brought to the screen, you will see that Kunle has actually done something that explains what some people did not pay attention to. So the army of Biafra is funded by the Biafran people. Yes, nobody will do it for us, just like nobody is fighting the terrorists for the Israeli government. The Israeli government are fighting the terrorists that has come to kill their women and children and babies themselves. So nobody is going to come to fight for them. So when you look at the report from Kunle here, or his analysis, or whatever he called it, Kunle said that finally, from every information that he has gathered and what he has been watching and what the Biafran people have been doing and what the army of Biafra and what the Biafran government and what the lobbies have been doing and all the fundraisings that we have been raising, invariably, he has come to a conclusion and explanation to the war that one, this money is spent on purchasing arms and ammunition. And what are we using the arms and ammunition to do? That is why I played the video of the Biafra army before. The video of the Biafran army is to explain something. This is the army that was made up from the ESN that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu formed for the Biafran people. And today, this very army served their purpose, which they were created. Kunle in this publication said that we use our money in purchasing arms and paying militia members. Our money is fully used to do what? To purchase arms and ammunition to make sure we do what? We take care of Biafra land. We defend Biafran people and stop the terrorists from taking over. Yes. All these our gallant men you see here, they are not on salary. They are volunteer armies. They fight to the last man standing. None of them is on monthly or weekly salary as a Biafran army. They are fighting with joy, voluntarily, and then they are not being paid to fight for motherland at this point that we are here now. So Kunle actually let the world know that the fundraising that the Biafran government has been doing, the fundraising that Simon Ekpa has been doing, the fundraising that the Biafran people have been doing, that they are using the money well. They are using the money well. When they come and collect the money and say they want to use it for guns and bullets to kill the terrorists that is coming to kill our women and children, they are actually using the money to buy the arms. That is what Kunle is telling you. Kunle just explained from here that this money is spent on purchasing arms and paying militias. And I have told you, we are not paying any of the Biafran Liberation Army personnel. They are all on voluntary services to the Biafran people. But when he said we spend this money in purchasing arms, yes, we spend this money from purchasing arms. And we are seeking international allegiances and relations to any country that is still ready to give us arms for us to defend ourselves. And then we will give them what they need in return. As far as they are able to give us the arms that we are suffering from international countries and communities, give us the arms, then take what you need. We use the arms to defend ourselves. There are countries where parents had to sell their cows. They donated one cows. What did they donate the cows to do? The cows were sold to the colonial masters to be able to use to purchase what? To purchase weapons, because they were in need of weapons. They purchased the weapons, they use it to fight for their freedom. So a citizen had to donate a cow, which this cow can buy maybe 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 guns and bullets that is needed to fight. So if the Biafran people in this age are donating their money for the fundraising, and this money is being used, and people that they have given them contract have come out to tell you, in our calculation and in our follow-up videos, we can tell you that all this money, the way they collect it, that they are spending it the way they say they are going to spend it. So when they say they want to use it to purchase arms, they are using it to purchase the arms, and the arms is working for them, and they are using it to defend themselves against the assailant that will be coming their way. Then they now went ahead to tell you that they are also paying lobbying firms in America. Lobbying firms that will engage the American government and every international community to be able to push for them and advocate for them for these Biafra international diplomatic recognitions and allegiances to be established. That they are doing so much to get and to garner more audience.
Biafra is here. As you can see, Biafra is here.
I didn't mean now.
I hope my voice is coming out now. Sorry about that. Yeah, network is kind of bad here. You see, when we do fundraising, they keep record. When we use the money from the fundraising to buy ammunitions, they keep record. And then when we brandish the weapons that we have bought, and then we use it to fight the terrorists in their uniforms and fight their criminals, enablers, they keep report as well. And then when we as well pay our lobbyists and the lobbyists work up and down, and then at the end of the day, the lobbyist delivers, they also keep records. And they see it and record. But these are the same people that are still behind the cameras writing and telling you, Simon Egba, you are a devil. Simon Egba, you are a criminal. Simon Egba, you are a Nigerian agent. But they are taking records and keeping the report and then coming to give a compiled report of what we do in the fundraising, how we comport ourselves, how we do this, how we coordinate, how we don't give them every information about security so that they can use from there, how we don't talk wah, 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 how we don't allow them to get the kind of information that they're not supposed to get, how we don't give them breathing space, how the fundraising has become so massive. They even calculate reach the money that we raise in the month of June. They now tell you in percentages the activeness and participation of every country from Asia, Middle East to Russia, America, UK, Africa, Europe. They give you every information about the active participation of each country. If you ask them how much each country donates, they will still give you the figure exactly the way it was, because they sit down and then They watch our fundraising and they are recording everything. When we say this person donate 1,000, they record. When we say this person donate 500, they record. When we say this person donate 200, they record. When we say 50, this. When we say Italia Biafra license is donating 450, they record it. When we say Japan Biafra license is donating 750, they record. And when we say we are paying lobbyists 10,000, they now record it. And when we say this is the video and the photos where the lobbyists are doing the work and they deliver, they record it. They still record when we do what? When we set up Biafra license offices and the headquarters of USA Baltimore and the headquarters also in the Prime Minister's head office also in Finland. Everywhere we go and whatever we are doing in the fundraising and the town hall meeting, they record it. They record everything. They have all the figures. They know who come and pronounce the name and know who calls how much is coming from this country. Then they now see made you to understand that we give relief packages, that we gave palliatives to Biafrans. You see, this is what they tell you, that we give palliatives to Biafrans. That when everybody were crying and when one Nigeria were destroying the lives of everyone, that Biafran government gave palliatives to Biafrans. So a government that is coming to be is able to think ahead and to plan social welfare services to a people that they have not gotten independence for yet. What do you propose of such government in future? You see, these people have just, in a nutshell, in this very last post that they made here, in a nutshell, finally, from what we can tell, this money is spent on purchasing arms from the black market, paying militia members, paying lobbyist firms in the United States, setting up office structures, providing social welfare packages to win civilian hearts and minds, and so on. From here alone, from all these reports that they have capped up in a nutshell, this has been able to tell the entire world that the Biafran government are utilizing or spending the money that they raise from their fundraising judiciously. That they are delivering on the mandate of the money that they are raising. That as they raise the funds, when they say they want to buy firearms, they buy firearms. When they say they want to do radio, they do radio. When they say they want to do satellite TV, they do. When they say they want to do BIAFRACOIN, they do. When they say they want to do convention, they do. When they say they want to do raffle draw, they do. When they say they want to pay the lobbyists to start campaigning in America and to connect the Biafran cause to the American government and every international bodies, they do, and it is paying off. When they say they want to do community services to share food palliatives to Biafrans that are vulnerable, they do, and you see the evidences. This one, we are not the one bringing it out. That's why I said, when you think that you want to do propaganda, or you want to do blackmail, or you want to make caricature of Biafrans, you will end up coming to actually validate the Biafran cause. And that is what they have just done here now. What they have just done here now is to make the entire world to understand that whatever Biafran government under Simon Ekpa says they will do, that they do it and deliver. That they don't eat people's money, they don't deceive people, they don't scam people. That when they say they are raising this fund to pay lobbyists and for the lobbyists to deliver, that they use that money for that lobbyist, and they have put it here. They explain it. That when they say they are purchasing firearms to use and go after the terrorists and to defend Biafra land, they are using that money for that firearms. When they say they are going to get more sophisticated weapons, they use the money for that which they say they are going to get. And when they say they are going to do what? To set up license offices that is acting as the immediate and intermediate embassy of the Biafran people, which will automatically become the permanent embassy of Biafrans in every country. They are doing it and they have set up the structures. It is everywhere. When they are saying they are now doing social welfare services to the people of Biafra, they do it and it's sure. So all that we have been doing, they have been watching and they keep records and they gather everything. And now they have come to give us a scorecard that we are a working government, which is talk and do government. At first, the person that gave him this mandate was to make this report and expose Biafrans and show that, oh, they are not in for independence, that they are just using the money for something worthless. But at the end of the day now, after I have explained the full meaning and interpretation of what they have just done, they have helped us to tell the world how truthful and how transparent the Biafran government is. That every money that the Biafran government collects from their Biafran people, that they use it for the purpose it is meant for. And then the Biafran people are seeing the result and they are so happy on daily basis. Yes. Now the question is, what if this Biafra army was not there? Because this Biafra army has become a bedrock to this very Biafran government. Biafrans have been massacred, and then the Biafran government, with the assistance of the Biafra Liberation Army, actually showed the enemies of Biafra that you cannot massacre Biafrans and go scot-free as you think. Because this has been the modus operandi from time immemorial, where Biafrans will be slaughtered and nobody will be able to say anything. But today, looking at the existence of the Biafran Liberation Army, you can see that it has become the super defense of Biafrans. So any terrorist thinking of doing anything in Biafra land, when they remember that there is a Biafra Liberation Army, they think twice. You see, this army of God that God has ordained is the reason why everybody, wherever they are, as a Biafran, can peacefully relax their mind. If you have a brother or sister that is serving in the Biafran army, or that was serving, or that has paid the price for the Biafran liberation, you should hit your heart on your chest and say, God bless the day you were born, and God bless the day you decided to sacrifice for Biafra. Because these men you see here, they are the reason everyone in Nigeria have not been killed today. That they have seen this army of Biafra from the far north, it has become a beginning of wisdom. Because of this emergence of this army of Biafra in Biafra land, the northern terrorists and their caliphate, they are unable to unleash the terror the way they had wanted it to go in a spray. They wanted it to go like oil paint that would do like this. They will from north enter, they will ravage all the Christians from there, finish them, enter Middle Belt, enter Yoruba land. From Middle Belt now, their head down is to Biafra land. Biafra land. So by the time they now head down to Biafra land, everybody will be slaughtered and they will be at their mercy. But today, with this army of God, the table has turned around. With this army of God, hey, nobody will come to ask Biafra silly questions. With this army of God that you see here, Biafra land is secured. So without this army of God, that has given the Biafran government the boldness to stand their ground, because a country that has a working and a solid and a resilient army, that country knows that their territorial integrity is secured and is protected, and the men and women that have decided to take their own lives so that they can defend their territory, that they are making the highest sacrifice that no one have ever made. So this army of God means more than a lot to us, because it is the fear of this army of God of Biafra that has made the terrorists in the far north not to strike the way they had wanted to strike in Nigeria. Before they had to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you should understand and know why these people had to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had seen what they were coming with, and then he only set up a security. They saw that this security is going to become the army of Biafra. They saw that this security that they had set up has come to truncate every plan of the conquest agenda of Uthman Dan Fodio. So they say, okay, we have to take him out so that the road can be peaceful. That is why we say super kudos to this army of Biafra. Yes, everything that they are doing, the God of Biafra land will protect them and defend them. Will take them into the battlefield and bring them out victorious. It will make them to become stronger and stronger and stronger and impenetrable as never before. Yes, because listening to all what is happening in one Nigeria, you all can agree with us that the only place now that is alive is Biafra. Biafra is the only place that is alive now. And if Biafra should off the lights, if Biafra should just dare off the lights, the entire Nigeria is in shambles. You see, when this hike in prices of commodities came up, the entire Nigerian people said, oh, it is the Biafran people that will suffer it. Today, where is this place? This is Gombe. This is Gombe. Because they thought that Biafran people would die of hunger. But this is blackout in the north. They call Gombe put for north. Blackout in the north. The northern part is where Boko Haram is fully in charge. And without the army of God, which I just showed you, the Boko Haram would have had a living field in Biafra land. Without this army of God, this is where Boko Haram would have had their home, their houses, their territory, their camps, and their everything. Because here, nobody would have been able to take hold of them now. So without this army of Biafra in Biafra land, the Boko Haram terrorists would have had a very comfort zone. And so everybody thought, yes, the terrorists have come and they will go straight on to the Biafran people. Because everybody that speaks in Nigeria is allowed to speak now. But when a Biafran speaks, that is the highest abomination so far. So they now say, oh, it's a Biafran idea and a Biafran thing. And many of you that are fighting against the Biafran people don't even know that. The Biafran people are the only people in one Nigeria that loves you more than yourself. Yes. Do you know what it means for somebody to love you more than the person loves his or herself? That is, you keep your own interest first. You decide to look at someone else's interest because of your way of being, that you want to see somebody alive. This is what happened in January 15, 1963. The coup that was carried out, which was not Igbo coup or a Biafran coup, was not because the Biafran people were the more endangered. No. The coup was actually up because the lives of the endangered ones were majorly the Yorubas and the Middle Beltans, because they were the people that were so much close and in the hands of the Fulani terrorists to take them over, while the Biafran people were afar off. So the coup of January 15, 1966 was principally to salvage the life of people that their lives were endangered by the Fulani terrorists. And these were the Yorubas majorly and the Middle Belters. Colonel Lobosis made an expose or confession where he said that the federal military government ordered us, the senior officers of the Biafran extract, serving in the federal military government as at then, to fire shot and to kill the Yorubas, unarmed Yorubas, and also the Middle Belters who were unarmed. Said, we were trained to protect the people. We were trained to fight against the enemies of the nation. But they ended up saying they have to use us to kill the people that we were trained to protect. So the people that were no terror to them, that were actually the law-abiding citizens to them, were the people that the sultans, the Fulani terrorists that were in power, ordered them, say they must go and start killing the Yorubas, go and shoot at the innocent Yorubas, the unarmed man, go and start killing them and the Middle Belters. And when they said, no, we cannot do this, oh, that was when they now started court-martialing them, and then they saw that things have gone out of hand. So now, because you cannot kill the people we say you should go and kill, they gave the same order and power to Fulani man. He did it the first day, slaughter many. So when you now saw that these are the kind of things that are coming to destroy all these people, and then you people had to make sure a coup is formed to be able to curtail the menace of the livelihood of every people that are there. It wasn't about their own lives that they even had to carry out the coup. They carried out the coup in order to save the lives of other people that were endangered already. You see? So Biafran people are a people that loves you more than her own self. Yes. Biafran people loves you in that one Nigeria more than our own self. More than our own self. That's why we will even know and see that fire is burning in our side. But we will still be having sympathy on you. All of you said we are going to die of starvation because they unleashed the terrorists to come into our lands to come and start Ruga, and we rejected it. The rejection of the Ruga was the beginning of wisdom. And the same Ruga that we rejected and then pushed them back is what they went to go and implement in the north and the middle belt, which has done what? Has made them to lose more than millions and thousands of lives. And nobody is asking any question about it. No. The numbers of children, babies, women, and men that are slaughtered on daily basis in the far north, in the middle belt and regions, and the southwest are as the end of what? Of the Ruga project that was granted access in those areas. So what did we do? We rejected it. We said no. Ruga, to hell with your Ruga. We said, Ruga, to hell with your Ruga. And that Ruga is what has gone to cripple many of the farmlands and food producing sectors that has made you all now. Coupled with the inflation from the policies of a Tinubu drug lord president, which he is trying to revamp economy that is already dead with so much of borrow. Revamping economy that is already dead will take you over 15 years to be able to do and to come back to stand tall. And it is impossible for the very tenure of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to achieve that. It's not a dream or aspiration or notion that needs to be considered for this present age, and you think that you can get that done in 3 years. No. For you to come out of the pattern of resuscitating this economy, you have to use a different ball game. So today, when you now look at the back of this rice now, the idea was that the Biafran people will be the ones to suffer it, not the Northerners. Because when you hear them speak, they tell you interests of the North, not interests of Nigeria. It is only the Biafran people now that will want to speak and will say interests of Nigeria. But when the Fulanis are talking, when the Afonjas are talking, they will tell you interests of the West, or interests of the Yoruba, or interests of the North, interests of the Fulanis. But we now, our own politicians, when they want to speak, they want to be politically correct. So they will be telling you interests of Nigeria. They will be the one that will be singing the Nigeria, that they are more Nigerian than the other ones that are not even singing Nigeria. But you know what? The God of Biafra, with the army that he has raised, has not allowed us to be crying. All these places you see here could have been where they even produce rice. But you see the price at which rice is now? Rice is 160K. A bag of rice 160K. And this bag 160K could be maybe 50 kg or 100 kg. What has caused this? The influx of the Fulani terrorists. That is why I am placing emphasis on the army of Biafra. Yes. Because without this army, the Biafran people would have seen extra much. Without this very army of God, without the prime minister with this army, without the Biafran government, without the Biafran people standing their ground, making sure that this army sustains and this army continues to do their work. The insecurity, the terrorist attacks that have sent out the people in these communities, that have made sure that at the end of the day, places that people could produce some things and cultivate some things, that the price will go extra miles, that even places that you didn't expect could be having things at this kind of price. So with the army of God, you see that as the rice price is going up because of insecurity that has made many farmers to have uneasy access to their farmlands. This army of God is actually playing a role, and this role is well enunciated when people are writing report and message and research. Also, I'm telling you, this is how far, this is what the Biafran government are doing. This is what they're doing. We owe so much to this very army of God, because without this army of God, the case would have been different. We would have been the one crying of how much a rice is cost. We would have been the one crying of how people are becoming cannibalists. But you see, now the army of God is protecting Biafra land. And the stories and evidences are coming that we are using the money that we collect to defend Biafra land, to buy weapons, to protect our women and children, to get lobbies, to set government structures, to get official and headquarter structure, to put everything in order. They are giving us the report that we have done them all. They have even forgot to put the Biafra referendum voting. Maybe I will look whether they have put that one. And also to talk about the Biafra ID card database. Let them go there and then check and get the report of how many Biafrans are applying for your ID card on a daily basis. And let them also publish that the Biafran government ID card is digitally encrypted, and that you cannot falsify it. And also let them put the price of the ID card for every Biafran globally, and the varieties of the forms obtainable and the meanings of all these forms. Let them go back and do more. Let them do more. But you should always remember to start from this our army. Yes, because our army is the light. Our army is the hope. Our army is the way. And our army is the going and the coming. Yes, the emphasis on this very broadcast was just to speak about the Biafran Liberation Army, the importance, and in the absence of the army, what will have been our fate, and what the army have done, and what you have seen, and what is coming to be. I just want you people to understand that whatever we are doing today, that people are keeping records and they are taking note. The same way you are reading text and script of what Ojukwu did, what Philip Effiong did, what Major Ibanga, Major Ashize, Colonel Obosi, Kaduna Nzoku, Ifejuna, many of them did. What they all did for Biafra, the same way that you're reading it today, a time will come that others will be seated down and then they'll be reading about your own time. They'll be giving reports. The internet is recording everything, and they are bringing some report out to tell you what we do and how we go about it on a daily basis. So be proud that they are already writing your history while you're still alive. They're not writing it when you're gone. Count yourself lucky that you're amongst this present dispensation that is fighting for something that is over, transparent, and they are confessing that they are seeing the transparency in what you are doing. So we thank the Biafran people. We thank the Biafran government for what they have done so far. A government of the people, for the people, and by the people is working. Yes, we continue to fund this very liberation. Our eyes on the ball as we look forward to Lati Convention of Finland, where we will declare the restoration of the independent United States of Biafra. And every Biafran all over the globe will now know that they have their independence declared and we have to defend it. Thereafter is when we will be extra brutal because at that time the Biafran people has given a mandated document, an official and internationally recognized document telling the Biafran government to dismember Nigerian terrorist presence in Biafra land, starting from all their offices and every parastatal that they have. Do not sit back to expect a full-blown war. It's not going to happen. Yes. We are going to play one Nigerian terrorist in a systematic manner with IQ. That is why you don't see Prime Minister allowing them to come in to open a full-blown war. You see, you open a front for these terrorists, they have to come into where you have opened. When they come, you entrap them. When you trap them down, they are locked up. When they are tired and you have decimated them, the least they can do is for them to come over to the community to come and start gunning down innocent people. When they leave the battlefield, where the engagement of those with arms like you are, then you come into the community where there are unarmed civilians, and then you start engaging them and shooting them all to the ground. That is where your rules of engagement have been derailed. Now, do you now understand the kind of game that the Prime Minister is playing now? We have the battlefield. Come over to the battlefield. When you come to the battlefield, when you come to the battlefield, the Biafra Defense Forces will do you like this. They will send you as offering to Chukwu Okike. Then, by the time you leave the battlefield to now go to start killing people that are not in the battlefield with you, which are in the community, you have committed another crime, which is out of the roles of the engagement. Your role of engagement is specifically in the battlefield. So go to where the front, the war front has been opened down, go and engage the soldiers there. So if you now leave the soldiers there, come to the community, you have committed a crime. One, you have committed a crime already by coming to come and enter our open front. Because you're supposed to pack your load and go. So coming down there is a crime on its own. We will engage you and decimate you. Fine. That is offense number one for even coming down. You're tantamount to buy. So as you now seek a courage, can't say deploy some other people come after we don't buy the other one for that side. You now come inside the community. Come and start killing innocent people. You have committed another crime against humanity. So how many is that? Two. So if you're seated down waiting to see that war will escalate in the communities, they will now come and say, we had war, pom 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 pom. Pom 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 pom. Then everybody will run out with rifle. If you think that that is what is going to happen, no. Now, Prime Minister is fighting them in a multi-dimensional approach. That is why they get confused at times, because when they think that is Enugu battalion that is going to go down, they will now be hearing it in Anambra. When they think that is Ibawa that will be going down in Abak, it is the one in Enugu. When they think that it is the one in Abia that will be going down, it is the one in Bayelsa. When they think the one in Delta, the one in Obinze Barracks. So these are the things many Biafrans need to understand. That the Prime Minister is using a multidimensional approach, and the enemies are getting it very hard, and they are getting the message. But it depends them. It is with us. As it could depend them, it could is with us. At the end, Biafra will come. Now, be part and parcel of the Biafra raffle draw. Listen to the jingle as we draw the curtain. Thank you all for listening and watching, and see you tomorrow. If you're serving in the media, continue to fire all your bullets. No backing down, no resilience, no going back. I salute all of you as we give airborne to the Biafra Liberation Army, airborne to the Biafran government, airborne to the Biafran Defense Forces, airborne to the Prime Minister, and airborne to our Supreme Leader, airborne to our eternal leader, airborne to our former President of Biafra, airborne to all Biafrans that are doing the needful and making sure that Biafra is restored. You see.
We know Biafra. We know Afro. We know BFR Raffle Jingle. My people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpa Njoku. Na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show. No be lie, the good guy, Prime Minister of the Republic Government, in exile, went there for OGOJA, Finland, with him government. Now him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up. He go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your picking them. I dey tell you. He can still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing they happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down look na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra where you they cry for sins. You go also win too, no play. We know Biafra. We know Afro. We know BFR Raffle Jingle. My people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpa Njoku. Na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show. No be lie, the good guy, Prime Minister of the Republic Government, in exile, went there for OGOJA, Finland, with him government. Now him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up. He go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your picking them. I dey tell you. He can still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing they happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down look na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra where you they cry for sins. You go also win too, no play. We know Biafra. We know Afro. We know BFR Raffle Jingle. My people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpa Njoku. Na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show. No be lie, the good guy, Prime Minister of the Republic Government, in exile, went there for OGOJA, Finland, with him government. Now him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up. He go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your picking them. I dey tell you. e come still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November go reach December 3rd, na this thing dey happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money e make sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down look na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra where you dey cry for sins. You go also win too, no play. Biafra, BFR, Raffle Jingo, my people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpa Njoku, na him dey carry us enter Biafra. He dey play the show, no be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government, in exile, when dey for Obodo Yibo, Finland, with him government, na him dey do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up, he go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your pikin dem. I dey tell you, e come still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November go reach December 3rd, na this thing dey happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money e make sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down look na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra where you dey cry